Hello guys, this is your friend. We are back with a new fanfic. Which is what if Naruto ran away from the Leaf Village with Hinata when he was a child, part 1. And if you enjoy this fanfic, then please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more fanfic like this. And now let's start the fanfic. Freak. Stay away from him. Don't go near him. It's him again. A child with spiky blonde hair and blue eyes always heard the villagers call him that. Why? What did I do to them? The boy thought as he cried on the swing he sat on. He looked at the group of kids that were playing with each other. A timid voice said behind him. He looked back to see a girl with short navy blue hair, pupilless eyes, and was wearing a light purple kimono. Do you want to play? The girl said. Sure. The boy said. My name is Hinata Hyuga, what's yours? She asked. Naruto Uzumaki, he said, then he stuck his hand out waiting for her to shake his hand. It's nice to meet you, and Naruto, she said as she timidly shook his hand. It's nice to meet you too, Hinata, Naruto said as he saw Hinata blush. Here, you sit on the swing and I'll push you, Naruto said as he got off the swing. Okay, Hinata said, then she got on the swing. So why are you playing with me? Naruto asked as he pushed her. Hinata said. Everybody hates me, they all avoid me, Naruto said. I actually wanted to play with you sooner but my father wouldn't let me, Hinata said. Your father? Naruto said. My father doesn't want me to play with you, but he had a meeting today and I thought I could play with you, Hinata said. You stutter a lot, Naruto said. I'm sorry, Hinata said. You don't have to apologize, Naruto said. My father says I'm weak, Hinata said. Why? Naruto said, confused. It's because I can't master the gentle fist, Hinata said. Gentle fist? Naruto said. It's a fighting style only the Hyuga clan knows, Hinata said. I think you're strong, Naruto said, trying to hide his blush. Really, and Naruto, she said. Naruto nodded. Do you want to be friends? Naruto asked while blushing. Why, yeah, Hinata said while blushing as well. So since we're friends, we'll look out for each other, Naruto said. Yeah, Hinata said. Hinata, what do you think you're doing near him? Hiashi Hyuga yelled as he walked over to them. Father, Hinata said. I told you. You are not to go near that boy, Hiashi said, then he grabbed Hinata's hand and then walked away. But father, Hinata said. No buts, Hiashi said as he walked away. They all hate me, Naruto said quietly. A week later. Ever since Naruto and Hinata became friends, Hiashi has strictly forbidden Hinata to see him again. I'm all alone, Naruto muttered as he sat on the same swing he always sat on. He looked at the same group of kids playing with each other. Hey, it's that kid my parents told me to avoid, one of the kids said. My dad said to never go near him, another kid said. He's a freak, another kid said. Freak? The kids yelled at Naruto. Freak, Naruto thought, as he got up and ran away to his home. Once he quickly got into his home, which was empty, as usual. Naruto cried as he leaned against the door. I don't understand. Why? I didn't do anything to them, but why do they all hate me? Naruto thought as his tears kept on streaming down his face. I want to disappear. I don't want to be here. Where everybody hates me, Naruto thought. That's it. I'll run away, Naruto thought as he dried his tears. Then he quickly started to pack all of his clothes, food, or anything essential into his backpack. Naruto just finished when he heard a faint knock on the door. Who could that be? Naruto thought, then he walked to the door and opened it. Naruto came face to face with Hinata. Hinata, Naruto said, not believing she was there. It's nice to see you again, Naruto. Hinata said. How are you here? Naruto said. My father had another meeting and I took that as a chance to go and see you, Hinata said. But how did you know that I lived here? Naruto said. I saw you run to your home when I was looking for you, Hinata said. Oh, Naruto said. Naruto why are you carrying a backpack? Hinata said while looking at the backpack in Naruto's hand. Hinata I'm running away, Naruto said. What? Hinata said. I'm running away, Naruto said again. Why? Hinata said. It's because I hate it here, everyone here hates me except you. Naruto yelled. Is that why you're leaving? It's because everyone hates you, Hinata said. Naruto just nodded. I'm coming with you then, Hinata said. Naruto was taken back and looked at Hinata in disbelief. But Hinata, what about your father? Naruto said. My father hates me because I'm weak. All of members of the Hyuga clan thinks I'm weak, Hinata said. Hinata, Naruto said. And besides we're friends. We're supposed to look out for each other, right? Hinata said. Yeah. Naruto smiled. Hinata, you have to go home and pack up everything you need and some food. Me at the swing where we first met at 10 p.m. Alright, Naruto said. Alright, Hinata said, then she looked at the clock. I have to go, my father's meeting is going to end soon, I have to get home before the meeting ends, Hinata said. Then what are you waiting for, go? Naruto said. Then Hinata quickly rushed back to the Hyuga compound before Hiashi finished his meeting. Hinata quickly packed some clothes, food, and etc. 10 p.m. Naruto was waiting by the swing where he first met Hinata. His bag was already full of all the things he needed. Then Naruto heard a noise in the bushes and he saw Hinata. She was wearing black pants and shirt, since she couldn't wear kimonos. Sorry I'm late, Hinata said. You didn't come late, I was here early, Naruto said. Hinata just blushed. Come on, we have to hurry, Naruto said, then he grabbed Hinata's hand and ran. The entrance is unguarded for a short amount of time before they close the gates. We have to get there before they close it, okay, Naruto said. Hinata nodded. Then they saw the entrance. Naruto motioned Hinata to be quiet and then they quickly ran through the entrance and left the village behind. After about 20 minutes of running, both of them stopped to catch their breaths. We did it. We ran away, Naruto said as he looked behind to see if anybody was running towards them. Naruto, where are we going to go now? Hinata said. We're going to go everywhere. We're going to travel everywhere and see everything, Naruto said. But what if we run out of food? Hinata said. We'll just get a temporary job, and if we're in the forest we'll just look for anything that's edible, Naruto said. Oh okay, Hinata said. Let's walk a little more. We can't be too careful, Naruto said. Hinata nodded and walked with him. Naruto, Hinata said. Yeah, Naruto asked. Do you think that we'll come back to the Leaf Village? Hinata said. Yeah, one day we will come back, but it's going to be a long time before we come back, Naruto smiled. Hinata just blushed. Naruto, where are we going? Hinata asked. I was thinking, how about we go to Suna? Naruto said. But Naruto, if we're going to Suna, then we need to go that way, Hinata said while pointing to the right. Oh, silly me. I have no sense of direction, Naruto smiled, then he walked in the direction Hinata was pointing towards. I sure am glad that you're with me, Hinata, Naruto smiled. Hinata blushed a deep shade of red. Come on, Hinata. To Suna, Naruto said with Hinata walking right next to him. Hey Hinata, how much longer until we reach Suna? Naruto whined. Naruto, it's going to be about a day or two before we reach Suna, Hinata said. What? Naruto said. Naruto, just be patient, we'll reach Suna before you know it, Hinata comforted. Yeah, hey let's take a break first, Naruto said. They both stopped and rested under a tree. I wonder if anybody notices that I'm gone yet, Hinata said. I'm sure that they probably noticed by now, Naruto said. Huh, Hinata said. Your father should have noticed by now, Naruto said. I'm not even sure anymore, Hinata said. What do you mean? Naruto asked. I don't know if my father ever loved me, Hinata said. Come on Hinata, let's keep on going. Naruto said, trying to cheer Hinata up. Why yeah, Hinata said as she followed Naruto. At night. Hinata, we should stop and camp here, Naruto said, stopping. Oh okay, Hinata said, putting her backpack on the ground. Naruto looked through his backpack and pulled out 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Here Hinata, I made these before we left, Naruto said, offering her one. Thank you and Naruto, Hinata said as she took the sandwich. So, why do you want to go to Suna and Naruto, Hinata said as she took a bite of the sandwich. I don't know why, but I just want to go there for some reason, Naruto said as he took a big bite of his sandwich. How long are we going to stay in Suna once we get there, Hinata said. I don't know, a couple of days maybe, Naruto said as he finished the rest of his sandwich. Oh, Hinata said as she finished her sandwich. You should get some rest. I'll keep watch in case anybody comes, Naruto said. Are you sure you'll be okay? Hinata said. Don't worry, just get some rest, Naruto said as he handed her a blanket. Oh okay. Thank you, Hinata said as she wrapped the blanket around her and fell asleep. The next morning, Hinata, wake up, it's time to get going, Naruto said while shaking Hinata. I'm up, Hinata said, still sleepy. Come on, it's morning, Naruto said, then he handed her an apple. Where did you get the apple? Hinata asked as she took the apple. When I was keeping watch, I decided to walk around a little and I saw the apple tree. So I just took as many apples as I could carry and brought them here, Naruto said as he took a bite out of the apple. Oh, Hinata said as she ate the apple. Okay, we should get going, Naruto said once he finished his apple. Oh okay, Hinata said as she took one last bite of her apple. Okay, let's go. Naruto walked off. And Naruto, it's this way, Hinata said, pointing to the right. Right, Naruto said, then he quickly turned right. Hinata quickly walked with him. Later that day, Naruto and Hinata were nearing the end of the forest only to see the desert right after it. We should stop and rest until it's nighttime, Naruto said as he put his backpack down on the ground. Hinata said. We'll be able to travel through the desert easier at nighttime and nobody would notice us, Naruto said as he sat down. Oh okay, Hinata said as she sat down. She heard somebody snoring and she instantly turned her head to see Naruto already sleeping. I'm not surprised that he's tired, he stayed up all night just to make sure that nobody would see us, Hinata thought as she looked at Naruto. I should get some rest too, Hinata thought before she went to sleep. At night, Hinata woke up to see that Naruto was still sleeping like a log. Naruto, wake up, Hinata said as she tried to shake him awake. I'm up, Naruto yawned and stretched. That was a good nap, Naruto said. Naruto, we should get going, Hinata said. Oh, yeah, Naruto said, then he stood up and took a flashlight from his backpack. So which way should we be going? Naruto asked. All we have to do is go straight, Hinata blushed. Oh, that's good. Naruto then grabbed Hinata's hand and walked straight. Hinata was as red as a tomato when she looked at hers and Naruto's joined hands. I'm glad it's nighttime, it would be embarrassing if he saw me with my face all red, Hinata thought. Later that night, Naruto and Hinata were coming close to the entrance to Suna. When Hinata remembered something. Naruto, Hinata said as she stopped walking. Yeah, Naruto said. How are we going to get into Suna without being seen by the shinobi? Hinata said. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about that, Naruto said. So what are we going to do? Hinata said. Let me think, Naruto panicked. Naruto, Hinata said. I got it, Naruto said. Hinata said. We'll sneak into Suna the same way we snuck out of Konoha, Naruto said. Hinata said, confused. We'll just sneak into Suna when they're in the middle of changing guards, Naruto said. Oh okay, Hinata said. Hinata, they're changing the guards, we have to hurry, Naruto said. Then he grabbed Hinata's hand and quickly ran through the entrance of Suna without anybody noticing them. They kept on running for about 10 minutes until they stopped to catch their breath. Good, we got in without anybody noticing, Naruto said. And Naruto, what are we going to do now? Hinata said. Don't worry, we'll figure it out later. It's already morning, Naruto said. It's morning, Hinata said. Then the sun started to rise. Yeah, it took us all night to get to Suna, Naruto said. So what do we do? Hinata said. Let's go see what kind of food they serve here. I'm hungry, Naruto said as he walked in a random direction. Oh, okay, Hinata said as she followed Naruto. Later that day. How do the people here live with the heat? Naruto whined as he dragged his feet. The heat is not that bad, and Naruto, Hinata said, walking right next to him. How can you stand the heat, Hinata? You're wearing a jacket, Naruto said, looking at Hinata, who was fumbling with her jacket. Hinata put on her baggy jacket right before they started to travel across the desert. Well, Hinata said. Hey, look, it's a playground, Naruto said, looking at the kids playing with a ball. The ball rolled away to a red-haired kid who sat on the swing holding a teddy bear. The ball hit his foot and the boy picked up the ball and tried to give it back to them, but the kid said something that was too familiar to the Kyuubi holder. Stay away from him, a boy yelled as he ran away. Freak, another boy said as he ran away as well. Monster, a girl yelled as she ran away. Wait, the red-haired boy yelled. He's just like me, Naruto thought. Hinata looked at Naruto, knowing what he was thinking. They both looked at the red-haired boy who stood alone holding a ball and his teddy bear. Hinata and Naruto both watched as the boy slowly walked back and sat on the swing. He looks so lonely, just like Naruto did, Hinata thought. Then without warning, Naruto took Hinata's hand and walked up to the red-haired boy. Hey, my name's Naruto, Naruto greeted, and then he looked at Hinata. I'm Hinata, Hinata said. She looked at the red-haired boy. He had the kanji of love on his forehead and his jade eyes were so lonely. So what's your name? Naruto said. Gaara, he said. Do you want to play, Gaara? Naruto asked. Gaara was taken back by the question but answered. Sure, Gaara said as he got off the swing. How about we play catch with the ball? Naruto said. Okay, Gaara said as he put his teddy bear on the ground. Then he picked up the ball and he threw it to Naruto, who threw it to Hinata, who threw it back to Gaara. I haven't seen you guys around here, Gaara said as he threw the ball to Naruto. Well, it's because this is the first time for us being here, Naruto said as he caught the ball and then he threw it to Hinata. So you guys know each other, Gaara said as he caught the ball Hinata threw. Yep, Naruto said. Hinata just blushed and nodded. So you guys are friends, Gaara said. Naruto and Hinata nodded. Hey, I have a question, Naruto said. Yeah, Gaara said as he threw the ball to Naruto. How did you get the kanji on your forehead? Naruto asked as he caught the ball. I got it when my uncle tried to kill me, Gaara said. Hinata dropped the ball that Naruto threw to her. Is that why those kids avoided you? Hinata said. No, they feared me before that. I thought that my uncle cared about me, but he hated me like all the others, Gaara said. Oh, Hinata said as she picked up the ball. Do you guys hate me now? Gaara asked. No, Naruto grinned. Gaara looked at Hinata waiting for her answer. No, Hinata said. Why? Gaara said. It's because you're like us, Naruto grinned. Like you? Gaara said, confused. At the village Hinata and I came from, everybody hated me, they all despised me. Hinata was the only friend I had there, Naruto said. My family hates me because I'm weak, Hinata stuttered. You guys are just like me, Gaara said. Hey, do you want to be friends? Naruto said. Huh, Gaara said. Friends. Friends look out for each other, Naruto said. Friends. Gaara said. So do you want to be friends? Naruto said. I don't know, Gaara said. I understand, Naruto said. Then the three heard a strange noise and then they saw a masked ninja appear right in front of them holding a kunai. I can't let him hurt Naruto and Hinata, they're the first people that actually played with me, Gaara thought. Then the ninja lunged at them. Gaara immediately made the sand attack the ninja. Sand coffin, Gaara said as the sand crushed the ninja. Gaara looked at a shocked Naruto and Hinata. They're not going to want to be my friends now. They'll probably hate me like everybody else, Gaara thought. That was so cool. Naruto yelled. Huh? Gaara said, surprised of his reaction. How did you do that? Naruto said. You aren't scared of me, Gaara said, still surprised. Why would we be scared of you? You saved us from the ninja, Naruto said. Hinata nodded. I wonder why that ninja tried to attack us, Hinata said. It was probably after me, Gaara said. Huh? Naruto and Hinata said. He's probably one of the assassins that father hired to kill me, Gaara said. Then he looked at Naruto and Hinata, who were shocked. Your father hired somebody to kill you, Naruto said. It's not the first time. My uncle was the first one who tried to kill me, Gaara said. How could you live with a family like that? Naruto said. I have no other place to go. Gaara said. Then why don't you come with us? Naruto said. Huh? Gaara said. We ran away from RV village, Hinata said. Yep. We ran away since I didn't want to live in a place where everybody hated me and Hinata didn't want to be called weak all the time by her family, Naruto said. But where do you guys live? Gaara said. We don't live anywhere, we're just going place to place. This place being the very first place we've been to, Naruto said. Oh, Gaara said. So do you want to come with us? Naruto said. Don't you fear me? Gaara said. Nope. Naruto said. Hinata stuttered a no. Then go with you, Gaara said. Yay. Naruto cheered. Hinata just smiled. And Naruto, are we going to leave tonight then? Hinata said. Yeah, since Gaara is leaving with us, Naruto said. So how are we going to leave? Hinata said. I can make my sand transport us outside of Suna, Gaara said. Their problem solved. Gaara, go home and pack anything you need, clothes, food, water, all the essentials, Naruto said. Okay, Gaara said. We'll be waiting for you here until you come back, okay, Naruto said. Okay, Gaara said as he ran off. The Cage Tower, I think that's where Gaara lives. I have to hurry, I don't want to keep them waiting, Gaara thought as he took his backpack and quickly packed anything he needed. I just hope that my father doesn't send assassins after me after I leave. I don't want my friends to get hurt because of me. Gaara felt happy when he remembered that Naruto and Hinata were now his friends. Once Gaara finished packing, he made sure that nobody was watching and then he quickly used his sand to transport himself to the playground. At the playground, Naruto and Hinata were waiting when they saw a big ball of sand form and disappear to reveal Gaara. Hey Gaara, was that how you transport yourself? Naruto asked. Yeah, Gaara said. Come on, we should hurry, Naruto said. Gaara nodded and then he motioned Naruto and Hinata to come closer to him. Then the sand started to surround the three and after a little while they were outside of Suna. That felt weird, Naruto said. Yeah, using this technique might give you motion sickness, Gaara said. Naruto, are you okay? Why you look a little pale, Hinata said. I'm fine, Naruto said, then he quickly went behind a sand dune and puked. Is that normal? Hinata said. Don't worry, it's completely normal, Gaara said. Okay. Now I'm fine, Naruto said, emerging from the sand dune. So where should we go? Gaara said. We should avoid the desert since Gaara ran away. How about we go to a place where it snows? Naruto said. Okay, Hinata and Gaara said. Yay, Naruto said as he walked to the right. Naruto, if you want to go to place where it snows you have to go this way, Hinata said and pointed to the left. Gaara did the same thing. Oh yeah, that's right, Naruto said, then he quickly went left. He doesn't have a sense of direction, does he? Gaara said. Why yeah, Hinata said. Come on guys, let's go. Naruto yelled. Then Hinata and Gaara quickly walked with Naruto. Naruto, Gaara, and Hinata were now resting under the shade of a tree enjoying the apples that Naruto gathered the other day. Hey Gaara, Naruto said, trying to get Gaara's attention. Yeah, Gaara said. I was just wondering, Naruto said as he took a bite of his apple. Wondering about what? Gaara said before he took a bite of his apple. Your father sent assassins after you and your uncle tried to kill you. I was wondering, why didn't you go all cold and heartless? Naruto said as he took another bite of his apple. Gaara looked down at the ground, remembering his uncle's face when he said that he despised him like everybody else. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, Naruto said, sensing that Gaara was remembering all the bad times of his life. When my uncle died, he told me that my mother hated me and that she named me Gaara because she wanted me to destroy Suna, Gaara said. Naruto and Hinata just listened for Gaara to continue. Before he died, he told me to only love myself and fight for myself, Gaara said, still looking at the ground. And that's when the sand made this kanji on my forehead, Gaara said, pointing at the kanji. So how did you not go crazy or anything? Naruto said. That night when my uncle died, I really wanted to kill everybody. But for some strange reason I didn't want to. I thought that maybe if I was still kind, people would want to be my friends, Gaara said. Then he took a bite of his apple. But even if I was kind, everybody still hated me, Gaara said as he took another bite of his apple. Gaara, Naruto said. But then you guys became my friends, Gaara said as he looked up at them and then gave a small smile. If it weren't for you guys, I probably would have been alone my entire life, Gaara said. Then he took a bite of his apple. We're friends now, Gaara, and friends look out for each other, Naruto said. Then he finished the last of his apple. And Naruto's are right, Hinata said as she finished her apple. You guys are really good friends, Gaara said. Then he finished his apple. Come on guys, let's get going, Naruto said. Then he walked to the right. Naruto, all we have to do is go straight, Gaara said, making Naruto stop in his tracks. Oh yeah, straight ahead, Naruto said as he walked straight with Hinata and Gaara with him. At night, we should rest here for the night, Naruto said as he put his backpack down. Oh okay, Hinata said as she put her backpack down. Gaara did the same thing. I'll make sure that nobody sees us. You guys go get some sleep, Gaara said. Thanks Gaara, Naruto said before he yawned and went to sleep. Good night Gaara, Hinata said before she fell asleep. In the morning, Hinata, wake up, Gaara said as she shook Hinata awake. I'm up, Hinata yawned. I need your help waking up Naruto, Gaara said as he pointed at Naruto, who was sleeping like a log. Naruto, wake up, Hinata said as she tried to shake Naruto awake, but Naruto still slept. I already tried that, and I only have one thing to say. Naruto can sleep like a log, Gaara said as he looked at Naruto. I have an idea, Hinata said. What is it? Gaara asked. Naruto, breakfast, Hinata yelled. Then Naruto suddenly shot up and looked around. Breakfast, Naruto said as he looked at Hinata and Gaara. Yeah, so let's eat, Gaara said as he took out some granola bars from his bag and gave them to Hinata and Naruto. Hey Hinata, how much longer until we reach a place that has snow? Naruto asked before he took a bite of his granola bar. I'm guessing if we're lucky that we should get there later this day, Hinata said. Then she took a bite of her granola bar. If that's true, then we should change our clothing for clothes that suit cold climates, Gaara said before he took a bite of his granola bar. You're right, Gaara, Naruto said before he took another bite of his granola bar. So once we're done eating, we should change into warmer clothing, Naruto said as he took another bite. Oh okay, Hinata said as she ate her granola bar. Once everybody finished eating, they started to change their clothes. Hinata changed her clothes somewhere else since Naruto and Gaara were boys. Once everybody was done changing, Naruto was wearing an orange jacket and baggy black pants, Gaara was wearing a red jacket and also had baggy black pants like Naruto. Hinata was still wearing her baggy jacket from last night and she was still wearing black pants. Okay, let's go. Naruto yelled as he walked straight with Gaara and Hinata following him. Later that day, "Hey guys, it's snowing," Naruto said as he looked at the snow that was falling. "Wow, this is the first time I've seen snow," Gaara said as he looked Naruto running around trying to catch one of the snowflakes on his tongue. "It's our first time too," Hinata said as she caught some of the falling snowflakes in her hands. "Naruto, come on, there's a village up ahead," Gaara said. Naruto stopped running around and then followed Gaara and Hinata to the village. Once they got to the village, they bought some gloves since they didn't want their hands to freeze. Naruto got orange gloves, Gaara got red gloves, and Hinata got lavender gloves. Once they were done with getting gloves, they started to walk around the village. Naruto, Pav, Gaara and Hinata and I were walking around the village. We were crossing a bridge when I saw a kid sitting there wearing nothing but a large shirt and pants. "Isn't she cold?" I thought as we walked up to her. I stopped and looked at her. Her hair was all messy and her shirt and pants looked like it could barely keep her warm. She wasn't wearing any shoes or socks. "Hi," I said to her. She looked up at me. Her eyes there looked so lonely, I thought as I looked at her. "Hi," she replied. "I'm Naruto, this is Hinata, and Gaara," I said as I pointed to my friends. Hi," Hinata said. "Hi," Gaara said. "Hi," she replied. Aren't you cold?" I asked. "Yeah, but I'm used to the cold," she said. If you don't mind me asking, where are your parents?" Hinata asked timidly. "They're dead," she said, her voice void of any emotion. I'm sorry," Hinata said. "You don't have to be," she said. "How did your parents die?" Gaara asked. "What kind of question is that? I thought I mean who asks a person's parents how they died?" "My father killed my mother and he tried to kill me, but," she said. "But what?" I said. "I killed him before he killed me," she said. "She's just like Gaara," I thought as I looked at Gaara, who must have been thinking the same thing. "You're just like me," Gaara said. The girl looked confused. "I killed my uncle before he killed me," Gaara said. "I see," she said. "Hey, do you want to come with us?" I said. She looked taken back from the question, and so did Gaara and Hinata. "Huh," she said, confused. "Do you want to travel with us?" I said to her. Then Gaara yanked me towards him. "Are you crazy? We don't even know her name," Gaara whispered. "We can't just leave her here," I said, pointing at her. She said, trying to get our attention. "I know that," Gaara said. "She looks like she's going to freeze to death," I said. She said, still trying to get our attention. "I know that, bu," Gaara said. Naruto G Gaara, Hinata said, getting our attention. We both turned to her. "Yeah," we both said. She's trying to say something," Hinata said, pointing at the girl. "What is it?" I asked. "I'm a boy," he said. "What? Me?" Hinata and Gaara yelled. Why you're a guy," Naruto said. The boy nodded. Gaara said at a loss for words. "I'm so sorry, it's just that you look so much like a GGGG, Naruto stuttered. "Like a girl," the boy finished. "Yeah," Naruto said. "It's okay," he said. What is your name?" Hinata asked. "It's Haku," he said. "Nice to meet you," Gaara said, finally getting over the fact that Haku was a boy. "It's nice to meet you too," Haku said. "So do you want to come with us?" Naruto said. Haku said. "Do you want to come travel with us?" Naruto said again. Sure, Haku said. "It's better than just waiting out here in the snow until I die from starvation or freezing to death," Haku thought. "Welcome to the group, Haku, but first we should get you some warmer clothes," Naruto said as he looked at Haku's shirt and pants. "You're right," Haku said. "Here, you could wear this," Naruto said as he pulled out a brown jacket from his backpack and gave it to Haku. "Thank you," Haku said as he put the jacket on. Come on, let's go look around, Naruto said as he ran off. We better go after him, Gaara said. Hinata and Haku nodded and they ran after Naruto. Meanwhile in Konoha, what do you mean you still can't find her? Hiashi Hyuga yelled at the ninja that was in front of him. Sir, calm down, the ninja said, annoyed by the way Hiashi had spoken. How can I calm down? Hiashi yelled. Sir, I'm just the ninja who's delivering the message. If you have any complaints, you should go tell that to the Hokage, the ninja said before he disappeared. Oh, believe me, I will, Hiashi muttered as he quickly stormed out of the Hyuga compound towards the Hokage tower. At the Hokage tower, the third Hokage was just finishing the last of his paperwork when Hiashi Hyuga stormed into his office. Oh no, not him, the third Hokage thought. Hokage, how can you still not know where my daughter is? Aren't you even looking for her? Hiashi yelled as he slammed his hands on the Hokage's desk. Oh, why me, the third Hokage thought. Hiashi, calm down, he said. I'll calm down when you answer my questions, Hiashi said. Fine. What's your first question? The Hokage said. How come you haven't found my daughter yet? She's been missing for about 3 days. I doubt she could have traveled far, Hiashi said. Hiashi, like I told you before, we are doing the best we can. It's just now that easy. Once Hinata left Konoha, she could have gone anywhere. The Hokage said. Then why can't you send out more ninjas? She's the heir to the Hyuga clan, Hiashi said. Hiashi, we can't send every ninja, we have to look for your daughter, the Hokage said. Think about it, sending 30 people looking for a single person, it's kind of stupid. She's the heir to the Hyuga clan, Hiashi repeated. Yes, I know that the heir is an important person in the Hyuga clan, but it still doesn't change the fact that I can't send any more ninja to go look for your daughter, the Hokage said. But, Hiashi said. No buts, Hiashi, now get out. I'll tell you if we have any news of Hinata, the Hokage said. Fine, Hiashi said as he left the Hokage's office. Once Hiashi left, the third Hokage immediately relaxed in his chair. Hinata's not the only child that left Konoha. I haven't seen Naruto either. He's the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. If he isn't safe, bad things would happen. He heard somebody knocking on the door. It better not be Hiashi again, he thought. Come in, he said. The door opened and Anko walked in. Anko, how was your mission? The Hokage said. It was a complete success, Lord Hokage, Anko said. What's wrong, Anko? You're unusually quiet. He said. Lord Hokage, when I was coming back to the village, I heard a strange rumor from one of the inns I stayed at, Anko said. A rumor? He said. Yes, it's a rumor about Suna, Anko said. Suna? He said. Yes, it seems that the Casecage's youngest son has disappeared, Anko said. Casecage's youngest son? The Hokage said. Yes, sir, but I'm not sure that the rumor is even true, Anko said. Thank you for telling me this, Anko. You may leave now, the Hokage said. Yes, Lord Hokage, Anko bowed and then left the room. The Casecage's youngest son, the Hokage thought. Back with Naruto and the others. Achoo! Hinata sneezed before she pulled her jacket closer to her. Hey Hinata, you okay? You aren't coming down with a cold, are you? Haku asked. Don't worry, I'm fine, Hinata said. Hey guys, I heard people say that people sneeze when people talk about them behind their back, Naruto said. That's ridiculous, Gaara said. Come on, Gaara, it could be true, Naruto said. Meanwhile in Suna, where in the world could he be? The Casecage said as he sat in his office. Gaara never came home and I know he wasn't killed because the assassin I hired was found dead, the Casecage said. The people are starting to spread rumors too, he thought as he looked at his paperwork. Even when he isn't here, Gaara is still trouble to deal with, he muttered as he looked through some of the papers of assassins. Back with Naruto and the others. Achoo! Gaara said before he wiped his nose. Hey Gaara, are you OJ? Haku asked. Don't worry. It's nothing, Gaara said. It could be because somebody's talking about you behind your back, Naruto said. Whatever Naruto, Gaara said as he kept on walking. Naruto, Hinata, Gaara, and Haku were walking down the snow-covered street. Haku was wearing the brown jacket that Naruto gave to him and was wearing baggy black pants that Gaara gave to him. Achoo! Naruto sneezed. You feeling okay, Naruto? Haku asked. I don't think my body likes the cold, Naruto said as he wiped his nose. It's your fault, you wanted to go somewhere that snowed, Gaara said. Hey, I didn't hear any complaints from you when we saw snow, Naruto said. So Naruto, where should we go next? Hinata asked. I don't know, how about we just pick a random direction and walk that way, Naruto said. You do know that we could get lost by doing that, Gaara said. Come on, it's going to be awesome, trust me, Naruto said. Fine, but don't blame me when we're lost, Gaara said. So which direction are we going? Haku asked. I'll choose once we're out of the village, Naruto said. The others nodded and then they left the village. Once they were outside the village, they all looked at Naruto. Let's go that way, Naruto pointed to his left. Naruto, if you wanted warmer weather, we should go this way, Haku said as he pointed to his right. Warmer weather, here we come, Naruto said as he walked to the right. The others just sighed then followed Naruto. Meanwhile in Suna, a sand ninja was standing in the Casecage's office in front of the Casecage. What did you call me for, Lord Casecage? The ninja asked. I have a mission for you, the Casecage said. A mission? The ninja said. I'm well aware that you know that Gaara is missing, right? The Casecage said. Yes, sir, the ninja said. Your mission is to find Gaara and kill him, the Casecage said. Yes, sir, the ninja said. And make sure that nobody knows of this mission, the Casecage said. Understood, the ninja said. Good, now leave, the Casecage said. Yes, sir, the ninja said before he left. Meanwhile in Konoha, a leaf ninja was in front of the Hokage. You wanted to speak to me, Lord Hokage, the ninja said. Yes, I want you to look for the missing Hyuga, the Hokage said. Oh, you mean Hinata Hyuga, the girl who disappeared a couple days ago? The ninja asked. Yes, it seems that all the ninja that were sent to go find her had no success. So you are our last hope of finding Hinata Hyuga, the Hokage said. And if I wasn't able to find her, the ninja said. Then Hinata Hyuga would be proclaimed dead, the Hokage said. I see, the ninja said. You may leave now, the Hokage said. Understood, the ninja said before leaving the Hokage's office. Back with Naruto and the rest. We should camp here, Naruto said as he looked around. They were in the middle of a forest. I'll go get some wood to make a fire, Gaara said as he walked off. We'll just get some food ready then, Naruto said. Then he took out 4 bowls of instant ramen from his backpack. But don't we need water to eat those? Haku said. We'll just get some water from the river over there, Naruto said as he pointed at the river in the distance. But don't we need a pot? Haku said. I have a pea pot, Hinata said as she took a small pot from her backpack. Isn't your backpack heavy from carrying the pot around in it? Haku asked. It's not that heavy, Hinata said. I'm going to go get some water from the river, Naruto said. Then he took the pot that Hinata was holding and walked to the river, leaving Haku with Hinata. What made you join Naruto? Haku asked. Huh, Hinata said startled. Why did you run away with Naruto? Haku asked. Well, Naruto was the first friend I ever had and I wanted to run away from our village just like he did, Hinata said. Really? Haku said. Hinata nodded her head. Are you sure it isn't because it's because you like him? Haku said. Hinata turned as red as a tomato once he said that. How did you know? Hinata said with her face all red. You have to be blind to not see that you like Naruto, Haku said. Is it really that obvious? Hinata said. Well, it seems that Naruto doesn't see that you like him, Haku said. Why yeah, Hinata said. I got the water, Naruto said as he walked over to them with the pot full of water. And Naruto, Hinata said. Gaara still not back yet, Naruto said as he put the pot full of water down. It seems he's still collecting firewood, Haku said as he looked around. I guess we'll have to wait then, Naruto said as he sat down. A couple minutes later Gaara came back with firewood. Sorry I took so long, Gaara said as he set the firewood down. It's okay, Naruto said as he started to make sure the firewood was good. Then he took a lighter out of his backpack and set the firewood on fire. You carry a lighter, Haku said. Hey, I thought a lighter would come in handy, Naruto said as he put away the lighter. Let's just wait for the water to boil, Hinata said as she put the pot over the flame. After a couple of minutes the water started to boil and everyone started to eat their cup noodles. Hey guys, I just figured something out, Naruto said as he ate some of his instant ramen. What did you figure out? Haku asked as he ate his ramen noodles. I just figured out that we barely know anything about each other, Naruto said as he ate more of his ramen. You're right, Gaara said as he ate more of his ramen. How about we answer one question that we are asked, Naruto said. Okay, the others said. Okay, I'll go first. What do you guys want to ask? Naruto said as he finished his ramen. Do you have any family members? Gaara asked. No, I don't remember ever seeing my parents' faces, Naruto said as he looked down. Ever since I could remember I was alone, Naruto said. Naruto, Haku said. So that's my answer, so who's going to be the next person? Naruto lifted his head and smiled. I'll be next, Gaara said. Okay, do you have any family members besides your father? Naruto asked. I have an older brother and sister, but they fear me like everybody else does, Gaara said. So what are their names? Naruto asked. I thought we were supposed to answer one question, Gaara said. You're so mean, Gaara, Naruto whined. I'll be next, Hinata said. Do you have any family? Gaara asked. I have a father, a little sister, and a cousin, Hinata said. What about your mother? Gaara asked. My mom died giving birth to my little sister, and my aunt died giving birth to my cousin, and my uncle died when I was 3 years old. Oh, Gaara said. So what's my question? Haku asked. How long have you been living on the streets? Naruto asked. I guess it was about a couple of months, Haku said. You were living on the streets for a couple of months in those clothes. How did you stay warm? Naruto said. I only have to answer one question, Haku said. You're just like Gaara, Naruto whined. We should get some sleep. Hinata said. Yeah, we should, Haku said. Naru, Haku said, then he looked at Naruto who was already snoring. Haku sighed and pulled a blanket out of Naruto's backpack and wrapped it around Naruto. I'll stay awake and keep the fire going, Gaara said. Oh, okay, Hinata said, then she took a blanket from her backpack and wrapped it around herself and then went to sleep. Gaara, do you have a blanket I can use? Haku asked. Gaara took out a blanket from his backpack and gave it to Haku. Haku thanked him before he went to sleep. The next morning, Haku, Hinata, wake up, Gaara said as he shook both of them awake. I'm up, Hinata yawned. What? Haku yawned as he woke up. I need your guys' help to wake up Naruto, Gaara said as he pointed to Naruto who was still snoring. Did you tell him that it was breakfast? Hinata said. I did, but he didn't even move, Gaara said. Here, let me try, Haku said, then he walked over to Naruto. Naruto. Breakfast. Haku yelled. Naruto still didn't budge. Hinata, you try it, Haku said. Oh, okay. Hinata walked over to Naruto. Naruto. Breakfast. Hinata yelled, and this time Naruto lazily got up and looked around. Breakfast? Naruto said. Yeah, Gaara said as he took out granola bars from his backpack and handed one to everybody. Once everybody was finished with their granola bar, they started walking again. Later that day, the four were taking a break from walking, but Naruto wanted to explore some more, so he just walked in a random direction. After a couple of minutes, Naruto came back to them. Hey guys, come with me, I want to show you something, Naruto said as he grabbed their hands and dragged them for a couple of minutes until they saw a huge waterfall and there were flowers growing along the river. Wow, Haku said. You can say that again, Gaara said as he looked at it. It's so pretty, Hinata said. Yeah, how about we hang out here for today, Naruto said. Sounds good to me, Haku said. Okay, Gaara said. Oh okay, Hinata said. The four walked over to the waterfall and put their stuff down, and Naruto, Haku, and Hinata were playing in the shallow end in the river. Gaara just watched since he didn't want his sand to get wet until Naruto splashed water on him, making Gaara splash Naruto back, which resulted in all of them having a water fight. Later that day, I hate washing laundry, Naruto said as he washed his clothes in the river. Dirty laundry isn't going to clean itself, Gaara said as he washed his clothes. Come on guys, it's not that bad, Haku said as he washed some clothes. Haku is right, Hinata said as she washed her clothes. I just hate washing laundry, Naruto said as he finished washing his laundry, then he hung them up to dry. Shortly after, the rest finished and hung their laundry to dry. Hey, Gaara, Haku, come help me, Naruto said as he motioned them towards the river. What do you want, Naruto? Gaara asked as he walked over to him. Come help me get fish so we can eat it for lunch, Naruto said as he walked into the river. But I don't want to get wet, Gaara said. How about you just throw some rocks in the river and direct them towards Naruto and me, Haku said. Okay, Gaara said as he picked up a couple of rocks and walked towards the river. Haku walked into the river with Naruto. After a couple of minutes, Naruto finally got a fish. I got it, Naruto said as he held the fish. Good job, Naruto, Haku said. After a couple of minutes, they caught 3 more fish. Wow guys, these look great, Hinata said as she looked at the fish. They sure do. Come on, let's hurry up and cook these. I'm hungry, Naruto said as he started to make a fire. Okay, they all said. After a couple of minutes, they were eating the fish. So what should we do after lunch? Naruto said as he took a bite of his fish. We should gather some food just in case we run low on food when we're traveling, Haku said as he ate his fish. That's a good idea, Gaara said as he ate his fish. Why yeah, Hinata said as she ate her fish. So it's decided we're going to gather food after we finish eating, Naruto said, then he took another bite of his fish. Okay, the others said. After they finished eating, they put out the fire and got their backpacks and started to look for food. Hey guys, look, I found an apple tree, Naruto said. The others quickly looked at the apple tree that Naruto found. Come on, let's hurry and get as many apples as we can, Naruto said. The others nodded and started to pick the apples. Meanwhile, a sand ninja was at a waterfall with flowers growing along the river. The sand ninja looked at the recently put out fire. He's around here, the ninja thought before he went to go look for Gaara. After the sand ninja was out of sight, the leaf ninja emerged from his hiding place. What is a sand ninja doing here, the leaf ninja thought, then looked at the fire. That fire was put out recently. The ninja thought before leaving in the same direction the sand ninja left. Back with Naruto and the others. Well, look at all the apples we collected, Haku said as he looked at the gigantic pile of apples on the ground. Yeah, and we wouldn't have been able to carry all of these if Hinata hadn't packed an extra bag. Thanks, Hinata, Naruto said. It was nothing, Hinata said as she turned red. Come on, let's hurry and put the apples into the bag, Gaara said as he picked up an apple. The others just nodded and started put the apples into the bag. Then Gaara's sand suddenly shot up and protected Gaara from the kunai that were thrown at him. All of them looked behind them and saw the masked sand ninja. I found you, Gaara, the sand ninja said. Who are you? Haku asked. You're a ninja that my father ordered to kill me, right? Gaara said. That is correct, the ninja said. What is going on here? Haku asked. We'll tell you later, Naruto said. You, the sand ninja pointed at Hinata. You're a Hyuga, aren't you? The sand ninja asked. How did you know? Naruto asked. Her eyes. Only a Hyuga has those eyes, the ninja said as he saw Hinata hide behind Naruto. My mission is to kill Gaara and to make sure that nobody knows of this mission. Unfortunately for you, that means I cannot leave any survivors, the ninja said. Gaara, what does he mean by that? Naruto asked. Naruto, the ninja just said that he's going to kill us, Haku said. What? Naruto yelled in disbelief. The girl's correct, the ninja said. But Haku said, but the sand ninja threw some shuriken at Haku before he finished his sentence. Gaara quickly made his sand to protect Haku, making the shuriken become embedded in the wall of sand. Thanks, Gaara, Haku said. Don't mention it, Gaara said. Then he made his sand go towards the sand ninja. Then they heard a scream come from Hinata. The boys quickly looked back to see Hinata being held by the leaf ninja. Hey, let Hinata go, Naruto yelled as he charged at the leaf ninja only to be kicked by him. I'm afraid I cannot do that, the leaf ninja said. What is a leaf ninja like you doing here? The sand ninja said. I'm on a mission that the Hokage gave me. I'm supposed to bring back Hinata Hyuga alive, the ninja said. I'm sorry, but I cannot let you bring her back, the sand ninja said. Then he threw shurikens at the leaf ninja, who deflected them with the kunai. Hinata struggled to get out of the leaf ninja's grip, but couldn't, so she bit down on the leaf ninja's arm. Ouch, the leaf ninja said as he let go of Hinata, who ran towards her friends. Naruto, are you okay? Hinata asked as she looked at Naruto. Don't worry, I'm fine, Naruto said. Then the sand ninja threw several kunai at the children, but it was blocked by Gaara's sand. Thanks, Gaara, we'd probably be dead if it weren't for you, Haku said as he watched Gaara's sand surround them. You're my friends. We're supposed to look out for each other, right? Gaara said as he looked at them. Right, Naruto smiled. Then the sand ninja threw more weapons at the children, but Gaara's sand protected them. We can't stand here all day. What are we going to do? Haku asked. Let me think. Naruto panicked as the sand blocked a kunai that the leaf ninja threw. You might want to hurry, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, Gaara said as he made his sand block another kunai. I got it, Naruto said. Got what? Gaara said. Gaara, can you transport us back to the waterfall? Naruto whispered to Gaara. Yeah, I can do that, Gaara said. Good, so can you do it now? Naruto said. Gaara nodded and made his sand surround them. Naruto, what is he doing? Haku asked. We'll tell you later, just stay close to us, Naruto said. Haku nodded and stayed close to them as the sand surrounded them. Then after the sand stopped surrounding them, they were back at the waterfall. How did Gaara do that? Haku said. We'll explain later, but right now we have to run. Those ninjas are going to catch up to us soon, Naruto said as he put on his backpack, but then a kunai was thrown right in front of his feet. It's too late to run, the sand ninja said as he appeared before them. Oh, we're in trouble, the kid said. Then the sand ninja threw a kunai at Hinata, but Naruto jumped in front of Hinata and the kunai hit his hand. Ah! Naruto yelled in pain as he took the kunai out of his hand, his blood still dripping down his hand. Naruto! His friends yelled. Naruto, Hinata said as she looked at Naruto's bloody hand. Don't worry, I'm okay, Naruto said as he looked at his hand. Are you sure? Haku said. Naruto pushed Haku out of the way of the shuriken that the sand ninja threw. That was a close one, Naruto said as he looked at the shuriken. Thanks, Naruto, Haku said. You, Gaara said as he looked at the sand ninja. Gaara, Naruto said as he looked at Gaara. You hurt my friends, Gaara said. And now you're going to pay. Gaara said as his sand quickly rushed to attack the sand ninja. Naruto, what's going on? Haku asked. I don't know, Naruto said as he saw Gaara's sand attack the sand ninja. The sand ninja then threw a kunai with a paper bomb attached to it at Gaara. Gaara, it's a paper bomb, Naruto yelled. What? Gaara said as he looked at Naruto. The kunai with the paper bomb exploded right in front of Gaara, sending him crashing into Hinata because of the force. Sorry Hinata, Gaara said as he got up. It's okay, Hinata said as she got up. What was that? Gaara asked. That was a paper bomb, Naruto said. And how do you know that? Haku asked. I saw those in a book I had at home, Naruto said. The sand ninja took out another kunai and attached another paper bomb and threw it at Gaara, but Gaara's sand shot up and protected Gaara. The kunai exploded as it hit the wall of sand that protected Gaara. We have to find a way to deal with this guy, Haku said. Hey Haku, do you know how to throw a kunai? Naruto asked. Yeah, I know, Haku said. How about shurikens? Naruto asked. Yeah, why? Haku asked. Do you have good accuracy? Naruto said. I guess. Naruto, why are you asking me these questions? Haku asked, then looked at Naruto, who had kunais and shurikens in his hand. Do you think you could hit the sand ninja? Naruto asked. I think so, Haku said as he took a kunai from Naruto. Okay, Gaara, and I will distract him while you throw the kunai at him, Naruto said. Okay, Haku said as he gripped the kunai in his hand. Naruto picked up a rock with his left hand since his right hand was injured, and he walked over to Gaara. I can't throw very well with my left hand since I'm right-handed, Naruto said. It's okay, all we have to do is get him distracted long enough for Haku to throw the kunai at him, right? Gaara said. Right, Naruto said, then he threw the rock at the sand ninja as hard as he could, but it didn't make it. So Gaara took this opportunity to make his sand attack the ninja. While the ninja was avoiding the sand, Haku waited for the sand ninja to stop so he can throw the kunai. When the sand ninja stopped for a brief moment, Haku took the opportunity to throw the kunai at the sand ninja. Luckily, the ninja didn't see the kunai and it pierced his shoulder. Ah! The sand ninja yelled in pain. Yes, it hit, Haku said as he looked at the ninja. Alright, great job Haku, Naruto said. Then they heard Hinata scream. They all looked behind them to see the leaf ninja holding a struggling Hinata in his arms. Hey, let go of Hinata, Naruto yelled. Sorry, no can do, the ninja said. Hinata bit down on the ninja's arm like she did last time, except this time the ninja didn't let her go. Ouch, the ninja said, but didn't let Hinata go. So Hinata started to kick her legs and accidentally kicked the ninja in the last place he wanted to be kicked. The ninja cried out in pain, letting Hinata go. Hinata quickly ran away from the leaf ninja. Hinata, are you okay? Naruto asked. Don't worry, I'm fine, Hinata said. The sand ninja threw a couple of more kunai with paper bombs attached to them towards the kids. Uh-oh, Naruto said before the paper bombs went off. When the smoke cleared, all of them were unharmed thanks to Gaara's sand. Wow Gaara, you're a lifesaver, Naruto said. Don't mention it, Gaara said. The sand ninja quickly threw another kunai with a paper bomb attached to it towards the kids. The four quickly ran away from the paper bomb once it hit the ground. That was a close one, Haku said. Too close if you ask me, Naruto said. The ninja threw more paper bombs at them, but the four couldn't run away since they were at the wall of the waterfall. Guys, get down, Haku yelled. They all looked at him. What? Naruto said, confused. He attached the paper bombs to the wall of the waterfall. Once they explode, the rocks will fall on us. Haku yelled, then the paper bombs exploded. Oh crap, Naruto said before everybody got down on the ground. The rocks started to fall on them. Once the smoke cleared, there was only a humongous pile of rocks where the four children used to be. I don't sense any chakra coming from the rocks, the ninja thought. That means they're all dead, the sand ninja thought. Then he looked at the leaf ninja, who was now standing and looking at the pile of rocks. It looks like I failed my mission, the leaf ninja said. The sand ninja just walked away. I thought that you were going to kill me, the leaf ninja said, making the sand ninja stop. I was only ordered to kill anybody who knew about my mission. You did not know anything about my mission, so I won't have to kill you, the sand ninja said before he took off. I better go back to Konoha and report to the Hokage, the leaf ninja thought before leaving. About a half an hour later, we're still at the waterfall. The pile of rocks started to move. Then one of the rocks was pushed out of the way. Cough is cough, everyone cough. All right, Gaara asked as he got out from the pile of rocks. I'm all right, Haku said before he coughed from the dust, then he got out from the pile of rocks. I'm fine. Hinata, are you okay? Naruto asked as he got out. I'm okay, Hinata said as Naruto helped her get out from the pile of rocks. Wow, that was a close one, Naruto said. We wouldn't have survived if it weren't for Gaara, Haku said. Flashback. As the rocks started to come down on them, Gaara quickly made his sand cover him and his friends from the falling rocks. Once the rocks stopped falling on them, Gaara asked if they were okay. I'm okay, Haku said. I'm fine, Naruto said. I'm alright, Hinata said. We should stay here for a little while until they leave, Gaara said. Okay, they all said. After 5 minutes, can we go out now? Naruto asked. No, the others said. Why not? Naruto whined. Then Haku smacked Naruto. Haku, why did you do that? Naruto whined as he touched his cheek. It's because you're being loud and we have to wait a bit longer, Haku said. Why? Naruto asked. It's because we have to wait until they get a good distance away from us for us to get out without them knowing, Haku said. Why? Naruto asked. So we can get away from them, Haku said. Why? Naruto said. You're just saying why so you can piss me off, aren't you? Haku said. Why? Naruto said. Now Haku was really starting to get pissed off. After 15 minutes of arguing, they finally got out from under the gigantic pile of rocks. End flashback. If it weren't for you, Gaara, we would have been dead, Naruto said. If it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have been there in the first place, Gaara said. That's true, but you saved us, so that completely makes up for that sand ninja thing, Naruto said. Come on, we should get going, Haku said. Right, everybody said and started to get ready to leave. In Suna with the sand ninja, I know it takes a whole lot longer to get to Suna than just half an hour, but let's just pretend that the sand ninja already go there, okay? The sand ninja stood in the case cage's office telling the case cage that the mission was a complete success. Is there anybody else that knows of this mission I sent you on? The case cage asked. No, sir, the sand ninja said. You have done well, Baki, you may leave, the case cage said. Yes, sir, Baki said as he left. In Konoha, the leaf ninja was standing in the Hokage's office telling him about his mission. I see, so Hinata Hyuga is dead, the Hokage said. I'm sorry, Hokage, I failed, the leaf ninja said. It's okay, the Hokage said. Yes, it is, I was standing right there when the girl died, the leaf ninja said. It is not your fault, the Hokage said. I'm sorry, the leaf ninja said. You may leave now, Itachi Uchiha, the Hokage said. Itachi nodded and left. Hey Naruto, let me look at your hand, Haku said. Huh, Naruto said. Just let me give you first aid so your hand doesn't get infected, Haku said. Oh, okay, Naruto said as he let Haku clean his wound. So do you think that those people will leave us alone now? Naruto asked. Most likely, they probably think that we're dead, Gaara said. So where should we go now? Haku said as he started to wrap bandages around Naruto's hand. I don't know, Gaara said. How about I just pick another direction for us to travel in? Naruto smiled. Haku and Gaara just sighed. If Naruto's just going to pick a random direction to travel in, we're going to get lost before we know it, Haku and Gaara thought. We better get going. Ouch, Hinata said as she fell to the ground. Hinata. The four boys said. Are you okay? Naruto asked as he walked over to Hinata. I'm okay. Ouch. Hinata said as she touched her ankle. Here, let me take a look at your ankle, Haku said as he started examining her ankle. Is she okay? Naruto asked. It looks like she twisted her ankle. Don't worry, it's nothing serious, Haku said. But she can't walk, Gaara pointed out. Yeah, so she can't walk until her ankle heals, Haku said. If she can't walk, then I'll carry her then, Naruto said. Hinata instantly turned as red as a tomato once he said that. Naruto, why you don't have to do that, Hinata said. Come on Hinata, what kind of friend would I be if I didn't help you when you need it, Naruto said. Oh okay, Hinata said. Okay. Then I'll carry Hinata, Haku. Gaara, you carry our bags, Naruto said. Okay. The two boys said. Come on Hinata, get on my back, Naruto said. Hinata blushed but did what he said. So which way are we going to go, Naruto? Haku asked as he picked up Naruto's backpack. Let's go this way, Naruto as he started walking to the right. Okay, the boys said as they followed Naruto. I'm sorry if I'm heavy, Naruto, Hinata said. Don't worry Hinata, you're as light as a feather, Naruto said. Oh okay, Hinata said. You apologize too much, Naruto said. I'm sorry, Hinata said. See, you're apologizing even though you didn't do anything wrong, Naruto said. I'm sorry, Hinata said. Okay. Now I'm starting to agree with Naruto, you apologize too much, Gaara said. I'm sorry, Hinata said. Okay. Now I'm starting to agree with them, Haku said. I'm sorry, Hinata said. Naruto stopped walking, which made the Haku and Gaara stop walking. Hinata, you should stop apologizing, Naruto said. As much as I hate to say it, I completely agree with Naruto, Haku said. Yeah, me too, Gaara said. You see, wait, what do you mean you hate to say it? Naruto said as he turned to look at Haku and Gaara. Nothing, they both said. Nothing, Naruto yelled. Naruto, calm down, Hinata said. Naruto just sighed and walked on. Haku and Gaara walked right next to him. After a couple of minutes, Haku stopped walking, making the others look at him. Hey Haku, what's wrong? Naruto asked. I'm sorry, Haku said. Huh, Naruto said, completely taken back at what Haku said. I'm sorry, Haku repeated. What for? Naruto asked. I didn't mean to say what I said, Haku said. Me too, Gaara said. Yeah, I'm sorry that I yelled at you guys, Naruto said as he looked at them. Hinata softly giggled at the scene she witnessed. All the boys looked at her. What's so funny? Naruto asked. I'm sorry, it's just that before we were talking about that I apologized too much and now you guys are apologizing to each other. Hinata giggled. Well, that is kind of funny, Gaara said. I still think you apologize too much thou, Naruto said. I'm sorry, Hinata said. Stop apologizing already, Naruto said. I'm sorry, oh okay, Hinata said. Finally a reply that doesn't have a thank you, Naruto said. It's starting to get dark, we should probably stop and set up camp soon, Haku said as he looked at the sky. Can't we travel just a little bit more? Naruto asked. Naruto, if we travel in the dark we'll just end up lost, Haku said. Before Naruto could respond, a boy around their age was running towards them. He had white hair and was wearing a lavender kimono and he was holding something in his hand. He basically looks like what he did when he met Haku in the anime or manga. I don't know, I only read to book 18. Are you from the village hidden in the mist? The boy asked. No, the village hidden in the mist is that way, Haku said as he pointed behind them. Oh, I'm sorry for wasting your time then, the boy said before running off. Okay, that was weird, Naruto said. His eyes, Haku said. Everybody looked at Haku. His eyes were like mine, Haku said. Huh, Naruto said. His eyes looked lonely like mine, Haku said. Oh, Naruto said. How could I forget I had those same eyes, but that was before I met Hinata, Gaara, and Haku. Naruto thought and then he looked at Gaara and Haku. We all had those eyes that showed only loneliness, but that was before we met each other, Naruto thought. Hey guys, let's go this way, Naruto said as he started running to the left with Hinata still on his back. Wait, Naruto, Haku said as he saw Naruto run. Come on, we better catch up with him, before he gets into any trouble, Gaara said before he started running after Naruto. Haku followed shortly after. Later that night, are you happy, Naruto? We're lost thanks to you, Haku said as he tried to look around. How was I supposed to know that this was going to happen? Naruto said as he tried to look through the mist. Well, we're near the village hidden in the mist. I think the word hidden in the mist would have gave something away, Gaara said as he tried to look around as well. Gee guys, I see someone, Hinata said. Everybody looked at her. Really? Where? They all asked. He's right over there, Hinata pointed straight ahead. They walked in the direction Hinata was pointing and saw the boy. His back was turned to them and he was about to do something when Naruto said something that made him stop. Hey, it's you, Naruto said. The boy turned around to look at them. Hi, the boy said. So what are you doing here? Naruto asked. I could ask you the same thing, the boy said. Well, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for him, Haku said as he pointed at Naruto. Hey, I didn't know that this could happen, Naruto said. So why are you here? Gaara asked. It's because I have no other place to go, the boy said. No other place to go, Naruto repeated. Yeah, the boy said. How about you come with us? Naruto said. The boys was taken back by the question, so was Haku and Gaara. Before the boy could respond, Haku and Gaara pulled Naruto towards them. Are you crazy? We just met him, Gaara whispered. So, Hinata and I just met you when I asked you to come with us, Naruto said. Yeah, be you, Gaara said. We don't even know his name, Haku said. I didn't know your name either when I asked you if you wanted to travel with us, Naruto said. Well, yeah, Haku said. So do you want to come with us? Naruto asked the boy. Sure. I have no other place to go to anyway, the boy said. Great, Naruto said. So do you know how to get out of here? Naruto asked. Follow me, the boy said. They started to follow him. So what's your name? Naruto asked. Kimimaro, he said. Well, nice to meet you, Kimimaro, Naruto grinned. 5 kids were walking through the snow-covered forest. We should take a break, Naruto said as he stopped walking. Okay, the others said. So Naruto, where are we going exactly? Kimimaro asked. I don't really know, we're just traveling in a random direction. Naruto said. You do know we could get lost that way, right? Kimimaro said. Yeah, I know, Naruto said. I'm starting to worry about him, Kimimaro thought. Then Gaara put his hand on Kimimaro's shoulder. We think the same thing too, Gaara said. Kimimaro nodded. Hey Hinata, let me look at your ankle again, Haku said. Hinata just nodded and let Haku examine her ankle. What's wrong with her ankle? Kimimaro asked. Well, before we met you we had a little run-in with a couple of people that we didn't really want to meet, Naruto said. People you didn't want to meet? Kimimaro said. Yep. Let's just leave it at that, Naruto said. What am I supposed to say? Oh, we just had a run-in with an assassin that was hired by Gaara's father to kill him and a ninja that was told to bring Hinata back home. Naruto thought. Actually, that doesn't sound that bad if I think about it, Naruto said. What doesn't sound bad? Kimimaro asked. What? I said that aloud, Naruto said. Yeah, pretty much, Kimimaro said. That was a rhetorical question, Naruto said. Really? Kimimaro said. Your ankle is doing a lot better, but it's not well enough for you to walk, Haku said as he looked at Hinata's ankle. Oh, okay, Hinata said. So Haku, how's her ankle? Naruto asked. It's doing better, but she can't walk yet, Haku said as he bandaged Hinata's ankle. So you still have to carry her, Gaara said to Naruto. Okay, Naruto said. Haku, how much longer until we reach a village? Gaara asked. I'm guessing if we're lucky, we'll get there around evening, Haku said. Well, we better get going then, Naruto said. Okay, they all said as they started walking again. Later that day, hey guys, I see a village. Naruto yelled. You don't have to yell, Naruto. We can see it too, Kimimaro said. Come on, let's go, I'm starving. Naruto said as he walked towards the village, the others following him. Hey Hinata, do you think you can stand? Naruto asked. I think so, Hinata said. Then Naruto let her stand. Guys, stay here, I'll be back shortly, Naruto said. Naruto, where are you going? Haku asked. Don't worry, I'll be back, Naruto said before running off. You could have at least answered the question. Haku yelled. So what do we do? Kimimaro said. Naruto said to stay here, so I guess we'll have to stay here until he comes back, Gaara said. After a couple of minutes they saw Naruto running towards them. Hey guys. Sorry I took so long, Naruto said. It's okay. Where were you anyway? Gaara asked. I just went to buy these, Naruto said, holding up a pair of black sunglasses. Sunglasses? Haku said. They're for Hinata, Naruto said. Huh. The others said. Well, Hinata's eyes stand out a lot and we can't change her eyes, so if nobody sees her eyes then nobody will recognize her, Naruto said as he handed Hinata the glasses. And why do we not want people to recognize Hinata? Kimimaro asked. We'll tell you later, the boys said. So are we going to go find a hotel to stay in? Gaara said. No, we should conserve the little money we have left, Naruto said. I agree with Naruto, Haku said. So I guess we're sleeping in the woods again, aren't we? Kimimaro said. Yep, the boys said. Okay, now which way is the woods? Naruto asked. The others just sighed and pointed to the right. That way, they said. Okay, the woods, here I come, Naruto yelled before running in the right direction. Naruto, wait, you're supposed to carry Hinata. Haku yelled, then Naruto came running back. Sorry Hinata, Naruto said. It's okay, Hinata said. Come on, Naruto said as he motioned Hinata to get on his back so he could carry her, then he walked towards the forest, the others following him. In the woods. This looks like a good spot to camp, Naruto said. I don't think we should camp outside, Haku said as he looked at the sky. What do you mean by that? Naruto asked. Then they heard thunder and was then followed by a downpour of rain. That's why, Haku said as the rain came down on them. Ah, man, Naruto whined. Come on, we better find shelter quick, Gaara said. Yeah, we should, Kimimaro said as he tried looking around. You guys see anything? Naruto asked. No, the boys replied. There's a cave over in that D direction, Hinata pointed. Are you sure? Naruto asked. Yeah, Hinata said. Come on, Naruto said to the others, and they quickly ran in the direction that Hinata pointed in, and surely enough there was a cave and they quickly ran into the cave. Wow, it's raining cats and dogs out there, Naruto said as he looked at the rain. It sure is, Haku said as he looked at it. Where I used to live it was rare to see it rain like this, Gaara said as he looked at the rain. Of course it was rare, you lived in the desert. And how could you live in a place that is so damn hot? Naruto said. Do I have to answer that? Gaara said. I would like an answer, Naruto said. So, no, Gaara said. Come on guys, let's go see if we can make a fire, Haku said as he walked deeper into. The others agreed with him and followed. Then they came to a part of the cave when it was divided into two tunnels. Which one should we take? Kimimaro said as he looked at the tunnels. One of them could be a dead end, Haku said as he looked at the tunnels. I have an idea, Naruto said, making the others look at him. What kind of idea? Gaara said. This one, Naruto said as he picked up a rock and threw it in one of the tunnels, and they listened as they heard the echo. Then Naruto picked up another rock and threw it in the other tunnel, making another echo. We should take this one, Naruto said while pointing at the tunnel to the right. Why? The others asked. Because the echo that was produced from this tunnel was softer than the one at the right, Naruto said. Oh, I get it. You threw those rocks so you could hear which one made a bigger echo. The one that has the louder echo means that it has a dead end, the one with the softer echo means that it doesn't have a dead end or it just has more tunnels, Gaara said, making everyone understand what Naruto was doing. Oh, the others said. Then they walked to the left tunnel. After a couple of minutes of walking, the tunnel finally ended, leading the kids to a clearing. Holy cow, it's a village! Naruto yelled. Holy cow, it's a village! Naruto yelled. Well, actually Naruto, it's an abandoned village, Haku corrected. Huh? Naruto said, confused. Haku just sighed and started to explain. There isn't a single soul here and the houses look worn and old. Haku said. Oh. Naruto said, understanding what Haku said. We should probably go down there to see the village, Gaara suggested. The others nodded and started to walk towards the village. Wow, Haku's right, it is an abandoned village, Naruto said as he looked at the village. Oh, I wonder what gave that away, Gaara said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Don't start giving me sarcasm, Naruto yelled. But I just did, Gaara said. Gaara, Naruto yelled. What? Gaara said. Guys, let's just look around, Haku said. Okay, the kids said. They split up into two groups. Haku, Hinata, and Kimimaro as one groups and Naruto and Gaara as the other. With Haku, Hinata, and Kimimaro. I wonder what happened to the people who lived here, Hinata said as she looked around. They were probably killed, Haku said as he looked at one of the houses. Killed, Hinata said. Most likely by the mist ninjas, Kimimaro said. What? Hinata said, confused. In the village hidden in the mist, anybody who possess a bloodline limit is killed, Haku said. What? Hinata said. It's true. They killed all of my clan, I'm the only one that's left, Kimimaro said. My mom possessed a bloodline limit, but she kept it hidden knowing she would be killed if they found out. But my father found out and he killed her, and then he was going to kill me because I have it, but I killed him before he could, Haku said. Oh, Hinata said. You have a bloodline limit as well, right? Kimimaro asked. Yeah, it's called the Byakugan, Hinata said. You're lucky. If people in the mist found out that you possess a bloodline limit, they would have killed you. Haku said. What sea clan are you guys from? Hinata asked. I'm from the Kagaya clan, Kimimaro said. The Kagaya clan, isn't that the clan that can fight using their bones? Hinata said. Yep. Kimimaro said, then he made a bone come out of one of his fingers. I fight using my bones and I can make new bones, Kimimaro said. So what clan are you from? Haku asked. The Hyuga clan, Hinata said. So what clan are you from? Hinata asked Haku. I don't know what my clan is called, Haku said right after they heard a crash. We better go check on Naruto and Gaara, Kimimaro said. The two nodded and started to head towards where they heard the crash. With Naruto and Gaara stood in front of a pile of rubble which Naruto caused. Hey, are you guys okay? Haku yelled as he ran over to them. We're fine, Naruto said. So what was that crash we heard then? Kimimaro said. What? Oh, that, well, you see, Naruto said. Let me guess, you did it, Haku said as he looked at Naruto. Well, well, you're right, Naruto said. The others just sighed. Well, what happened? Kimimaro said. Well, this is how it happened, Gaara started to say. Flashback. Naruto and Gaara were looking at one of the abandoned houses. Well, Gaara was looking at it, Naruto was just poking the house. Naruto, what are you doing? Gaara asked as he looked at Naruto poking the house. I'm poking the house, Naruto said. Obviously, Gaara thought. I can see that. What I want to know is why you are doing it, Gaara said. Well, there's nothing else here than these abandoned houses, Naruto said as he kept on poking the house. Nothing's going to happen if you keep on poking the house, Gaara said. Then the house that Naruto was poking collapsed. I didn't do it, Naruto said. That is like the worst possible time to say that, Naruto. Especially when I saw you poke the house at the same time, Gaara said. Hey, how was I supposed to know that would have happened? Naruto yelled. That's why you should be more careful around things that aren't yours. Gaara yelled. Well, technically, since the village was abandoned, the house didn't belong to anyone, Naruto said. Never mind, Gaara said. Why'd I even bother? Gaara thought. Hey Gaara, look over here, Naruto said. Gaara looked at what Naruto was referring to. It was a bunch of gigantic rocks stacked against the cave wall. Do you think anything is behind it? Naruto asked. I can't see through rocks, Naruto, Gaara said. I know that, Naruto yelled. I don't know what's behind those rocks, Gaara said as he looked at the rocks. So, let's clear the rocks away and see if anything is behind them, Naruto said as he picked up one of the rocks and set them aside. Naruto, Gaara said. What, Gaara? Naruto asked as he picked up another rock. About half of the rocks there are about twice your size. I doubt you could push them away, Gaara said. So, Naruto said as he picked up another rock. Then all of the rocks started to fall down. Luckily for Naruto, none of them hit him. Nice going, Naruto, Gaara said as he looked at the used-to-be pile of rocks. How was I supposed to know that was going to happen? Naruto yelled. Flashback end. Well, look on the bright side, at least you got the rocks moved out of the way, Hinata said, trying to cheer Naruto up. Oh yeah, Naruto said happily. Well, it seems there was another tunnel behind that pile of rocks, Haku said as he pointed at the tunnel. Shall we see where it leads to? Kimimaro said. Yep. They all said. They started to enter into the tunnel. After about 5 minutes of walking through the tunnel, they finally reached the end of the tunnel. When the tunnel ended, they looked at the clearing in front of them. Wow! Naruto yelled as he looked at the clearing. The cave walls had 9 animals painted on it, all of them with a different number of tails. One of the paintings sparked Naruto's interest. It was a picture of a fox with 9 tails. There was some writing underneath the painting, but they couldn't see what it said. Naruto walked up to the painting of the 9-tail fox. Naruto, what are you doing? Haku asked as he walked over to Naruto. Haku? Naruto said. Yeah. Haku replied. Have you ever heard of the 9-tail fox? Naruto asked. No, I can't say I have, Haku said. Have you guys heard of the 9-tail fox? Naruto asked the others. I have no idea what you are talking about, Kimimaro said. I think I heard about it once. It was called the Kyuubi, right? Gaara said. Yeah, Naruto said. I remember. It was the monster that attacked Konoha. The 4th Hokage killed him, right, but at the cost of his life. Hinata said. Hinata. I don't think he killed the 9-tail fox, Naruto said as he looked at the picture of the Kyuubi. What do you mean, Naruto? Hinata asked. Can one of you guys read what is under the picture of the Kyuubi? Naruto asked. Sure, Haku said as he walked closer to the painting and looked at the writing that was under the picture and started to read. The Kyuubi. The strongest of all of the tailed Biju. On the day of October 10th, the Kyuubi attacked Konoha, killing everybody who was in his path. The 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze, sealed the Kyuubi inside of a baby boy. By the name of Uzumaki Naruto, Haku said as he stopped reading. Everyone looked at Naruto. Naruto, Haku said. Haku. Keep on reading, Naruto said. Haku just nodded and kept on reading. The seal that the 4th Hokage used, cost him his life. The boy, Uzumaki Naruto, was then put in an orphanage. The 3rd Hokage passed a law that no one is to ever tell the boy, Uzumaki Naruto, that he has the 9-tail fox sealed inside of him. The boy, Uzumaki Naruto, will always be hated by the citizens of Konoha. The villagers will only see the boy as the Kyuubi that attacked their home and killed their loved ones in 4th Hokage. Uzumaki Naruto is a monster. Haku finished reading. They all turned to look at Naruto, who was now silently crying. Naruto Hinata thought, "I'm a monster," Naruto quietly said, but everybody heard him. "I'm a monster," Naruto said as he cried. "Then am I a monster?" Gaara said quietly. Everybody looked at Gaara. "What do you mean by that, Gaara?" Naruto asked, as he stopped crying and wiped away his tears. "Haku, can you read what it says under the picture of the one-tail raccoon?" Gaara asked. "Shukaku is a raccoon, right?" "Okay," Haku said and began to read. The Shukaku, in order to create the ultimate weapon, the Kazekage used a jutsu to bind an incarnate of sand to his unborn child. When the child was born, he took the life of his mother. The child cannot be hurt, the sand will always protect the demon child and obey its commands. The boy was named Gaara, a monster who will only love himself and fight for himself. That boy was born a monster, Haku finished. "I already knew this, but you guys didn't know," Gaara said. "Is that the reason why the kids avoided you when we were in Suna?" Naruto said. "Yeah," Gaara said. "So we're the same," Naruto said. Gaara nodded. "We're monsters," Gaara said. Naruto nodded. "That's not true," Hinata yelled. Everybody turned to look at Hinata. "You guys aren't monsters," Hinata yelled. "Hinata," Naruto said. "You guys aren't monsters. You're the people that keep the Shukaku and the Kyuubi from coming out and killing everyone. Your existence keeps everybody alive. You aren't the monster that is inside of you, you are the ones that keep the monsters from running free," Hinata said. Everybody was shocked since that was the longest sentence they heard her say without stuttering. "Hinata," Naruto said, then he saw Hinata crying. "You guys aren't monsters. You're my friends. No, you're like family to me," Hinata said with tears streaming down her face. Then Naruto started to cry, but this time it wasn't because he was sad or lonely, he was happy. Naruto looked at Gaara, who was also starting to cry. "This kind of gives you a warm fuzzy feeling, doesn't it?" Haku whispered to Kimimaro. "Yeah, it does," Kimimaro whispered back as he watched his three friends slowly stop crying. "So, I guess we're family now, huh?" Naruto said as he wiped his tears. "Huh?" Everyone else said confused. "Well, you guys are the first people that are actually nice to me and I consider you family, so do you?" Naruto asked. I consider you guys as my family," Hinata said as she wiped away her tears. "I think of you as my family as well," Haku said. "After all, you guys saved me from when I was living on the streets. If it weren't for you, I would have died there." Haku thought. "So do you?" Naruto asked Kimimaro. "I do," Kimimaro said. "You asked me to travel with you guys when you barely knew me. If I haven't met you, who knows what would have happened to me," Kimimaro thought. I don't know what it's like to have a caring family, but I really like being with you guys. So yeah, I think of you as family as well," Gaara said. Naruto, Hinata, Gaara thought, "You two were the first people who wanted to play with me. You didn't care if I was hated by others. You two were the first friends I ever made." Then he looked at Haku and Kimimaro. Haku didn't care if I had secrets, he always treated me like I was a normal kid like Naruto and Hinata. I haven't known Kimimaro for long, but I'm sure he's like Haku. "So from now on, we're family," Naruto said. "Family," they all said. "So, don't you think it's weird?" Haku said. "Weird? What do you mean by that?" Naruto asked. "This village has been abandoned, yet they have knowledge about the Kyuubi and the Shukaku being inside of you and Gaara," Haku said. "Now that you mention it, it is weird now that I think about it," Naruto said as he looked around. "They were probably people that could gather information quickly without anybody knowing," Hinata said. "Wow, Hinata, you finally got over your stuttering," Naruto said as he looked at her. Thank you," Hinata said. "I guess I spoke too soon," Naruto said. "Don't worry, Hinata, you'll get over your stuttering in due time," Gaara said, comforting her. "Why, yeah," Hinata said. "Hinata's right. They people who lived in this village must have been experts in gathering information. that must have been the reason why they were killed, Haku said. Why? Naruto said confused. The village hidden in the mist must have feared that the people in this village would be able to find out their weaknesses, so before that happened they killed them, Haku said. It surprises me how you can say that so casually, Naruto said. What do you mean by that? Haku asked. Never mind, Naruto said. He can talk about death so easily, but then again his father did try to kill him, Naruto thought. So do you think there are any survivors? Naruto asked. Why don't you ask that skeleton in the corner? Kimimaro said as he pointed behind him. What skeleton? Ah, Naruto yelled as he looked at the skeleton and hid behind Gaara. How courageous of you, Naruto, Gaara said sarcastically. Hey, this is the first time I saw a skeleton. Okay, Naruto said as he looked at the skeleton. You saw me kill a person, Gaara said. Hey, that guy tried to kill us. It was self-defense, Naruto said. What are you guys talking about? Kimimaro said. It's a long story, Gaara said. Very long story, Naruto said. Hey guys, there's a tunnel over here, Haku said. Let's go see where this one leads to, Naruto said as he started to go into the tunnel, the others following him. Once they reached the clearing, the only thing they could do was gasp. There were books and scrolls everywhere. Wow, they all said. This must be the place where they stored the information that they gathered, Haku said as he picked up one of the books that were on the ground and started to read it. So what does it say? Naruto asked. This is just some information about the Shinobi War, Haku said as he looked through the book. I'll just see what's in here, Naruto said as he opened a scroll. Hey Hinata, can you come over here? Naruto said. Oh okay, Hinata said as she walked over to Naruto. Do you know what this picture is? Naruto asked as he showed her the scroll. The scroll had the chakra system drawn on it. This is a picture of a shinobi's chakra system, Hinata said. I heard about it before. Grandpa told me about it once, Naruto said. Grandpa, Hinata said confused. It's the nickname I always call the Hokage, Naruto said. The Hokage, Hinata said. Before I met you, Grandpa was the only person who treated me like a normal person, Naruto said. Then why did you leave, Naruto? Hinata asked. It's because I couldn't stand being hated by everyone, always seeing people glare at you wherever you go, Naruto said. Naruto, Hinata said. I was really happy when you became my friend Hinata. You were the first person my age that played with me, Naruto said. Naruto Hinata thought. Then suddenly Naruto pulled Hinata into a hug. Thank you Hinata, Naruto said as he hugged her. Hinata blushed furiously from the contact. Thank you for being my friend, for not seeing me as the monster that is inside me. Thank you Hinata, Naruto said as he hugged her.